So, here's everything you need to know about the Getafe versus Real Madrid game. Hi everyone, welcome to my Real Madrid story. It's your boy TOS once again. As always, I'm going to do I'm going to do a collective reaction to the entire game as well as individual analysis / opinion of the player's performance, and we usually start from the goalkeeper and work our way forward. And I realized of late I've not given kudos to Ancelotti, so I'm definitely going to start with Ancelotti today from the individual side, right? But let's talk about the game in its entirety. We won that game 2-0. The scoreline could have been way different, right? The scoreline could have been way different. We missed a couple of chances. There was a beautiful goal that Vini was trying to score that made me laugh, even though he lost it. But anyway, that's an issue for another time. We are league leaders, which is very important, and we're leaders for the first time in a while. We're on 57 points, while Girona is on 55. We have the next couple of weeks are going to be very important. We cannot drop points. Our next game is against Athletico Madrid, the Madrid derby again. And I really love the fact that a lot of starters were rested. Like Rodrigo was rested, Toni Kroos was rested. Okay, yes, Tchouaméni started and ended the game, but we need Tchouaméni firing on all cylinders. Carvajal was rested. Mendy played. Bellingham played. Bellingham already got his rest last week due to the suspension against the match he missed against Las Palmas due to accumulation of yellow cards. But we also have to speak about the potential of Rudiger not making the game, not being fit enough for the game. This is what a lot of Madridistas were scared of, which is why we've been clamoring for us to get a defender during the January transfer window, and that's gone now. Rudiger suffered a terrible knock, and I love the fact that even with that, he was still on the pitch, still trying to give his all, but he looks really bad. He looks really bad. And if care is not taken, if Rudiger is not in that team against Atletico on Sunday, we could be in trouble. We could be in really big trouble, because we know Nacho has not been up to it, and there were so many silly mistakes that Tchouaméni was making yesterday after he replaced Rudiger at the centre back. He was playing as if he's still in the midfield. So many terrible vertical passes. One of such passes, short passes to Camavinga. Camavinga was dropped off that ball, and Mayoral, for some reason, could not score against Lunin. The ball hit the post. That was a very lucky play. We escaped that, and that was luck at work, right? So the reason why I am worried, and I think everyone else should be worried as well, is that Rudiger may not be fit enough. He may not be fit enough for that game, which worries me, right? And apart from that, the scoreline was good. Kudos to Joselu for burying those chances. I like the fact that Ancelotti started with him up front, because Getafe traditionally play in the low block. So, which means if we start with our with the usuals up front, which is Vini and Rodrigo, there will be nobody to cross into the box for, right? And they figured out Bellingham's play, that they get so physical with our players, and they try to bring them down outside of the box before our players even get inside the box. That's Getafe's play. You always know that from the get-go, that they're going to get physical with you, and if you complain, you're not going to get the referees to give you, or to get the referees to have that decisions go your way. So playing with a tall point man upward was smart. It was a smart call. It pinned Getafe a bit because they needed to worry about us crossing the ball. And two of our goals were from, okay, the other one was not necessarily that, but the first goal, the cross from Vasquez, was really good. Was exactly the reason why Joselu was playing up front and not Rodrigo. So that's good. Kudos to Ancelotti for managing this team so well, for grinding out a win, a not so comfortable win at the Coliseum in Madrid. Now to the individual players. Let's start with Lunin. Lunin is great, way better than Kepa. But there was a silly mistake he made at the beginning of the game when he miscontrolled a simple pass from Nacho and was so much under pressure from Mason Greenwood that he almost fell. He almost slipped. Kudos to him for standing and for ensuring that ball was safe. Right? Anyway, apart from that, I don't think all of the other chances where he was troubled, we had a lot of shots from Mason Greenwood outside the box mostly. That's very wide. Only one hit the outside of the post. But other than that, he wasn't really troubled, apart from some of the clear-cut chances that Getafe basically just spawned. Right, like I mentioned earlier, one of those such chances was the one that Boyamero missed from after a terrible vertical pass from Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni needs to learn to pass the ball sideways. That's why we have your fullbacks or wing back, as the case may be. That's why we have them over there, right? What else? Yes, Lucas Vasquez. Great game from Lucas Vasquez today. Great game. I was really proud. Lord Vasquez, may he reign forever. So great game from Lucas Vasquez today. Really great game. And yeah, on the other side, Mendy was solid as well. Did not do much going forward. There were several chances where I felt like, oh, that was Fran Garcia. Joselu be spoiled with passes, but on the defensive side, he was really solid. Looking forward to him putting in a better performance on Sunday against Atletico, because you know they're going to trouble us. They're going to really trouble us. Rudiger, solid performance up until he had to come off in the first half due to that knock. Nacho was better today. He played like a captain. Like, he was going for every ball, regardless of how dangerous it was. So it was a more solid performance, a more assured performance. I felt like somebody must have said something to him for him to turn up to it, because he has been quite terrible over the past couple of games. Yeah, and we need this type of Nacho against a very solid and a very dangerous Athletico Madrid team and forward, most especially Griezmann and Morata, who are on song right now. So we have Tchouaméni as well. A very quiet game from Tchouaméni. I saw a tweet online, I think from Managing Madrid or Kian, where he said that we need a Tchouaméni to want to control game and not just be passive, right? Yes, and I agree. Tchouaméni does that sometimes. He plays well. Like, Tchouaméni barest minimum is good enough to be in the team, like to give us a solid performance. But imagine Tchouaméni that is like, okay, you know what, today I'm controlling this game. Everybody do as I say. That's going to be a very dangerous player. So that's the next stage that we need Tchouaméni to get to. He needs to want to control game. He has all of those qualities, but Tchouaméni is so, it can be passive sometimes that you anyway. Yeah, so there was Tchouaméni, there was Modric. I enjoyed the fact that Modric had played a significant portion of this of the game. It was good to see him. He made a couple of mistakes here and there, but quite a solid performance, controlling the midfield, slowing down the game when Getafe were trying to be all gongo like they were playing for Jurgen Klopp. Bellingham also had a bit of a quiet game, especially in the first half, but in the second half he came alive and was controlling the ball a lot. And he was involved in our second goal. See the way after he got that ball, Joselu was the only person running ahead of him, and he was even way ahead of. He was ahead of Joselu initially, and then he held the ball, looked around him, and Joselu just sprinted beside him and straight forward. He looked at it, reassessed the situation, he turned back, then he started it. He passed the ball to, I think Camavinga was on the pitch at the time, right? Camavinga was on the pitch at the time, or was it? No, it was Mendy. Yeah, it was Mendy. Passed the ball to Mendy. Mendy moved the ball forward, passed it to Vini, and then that vision from Vini to, great work from Vini, great pass from Vini, but the control from Joselu to beat the defender, to control it and bring it to his weaker foot, and then still play it back to his play the ball in the direction of where it was coming from, was just brilliant. That's a very intelligent striker there. I am really happy for Joselu, because he has not really been scoring of late, especially in La Liga. He did score in the Super Copa, especially against Athletico in the semi-finals, but it was good. This is one of the reasons why we brought him. Like, I like the fact that we have this option when we are playing against a low block team. Like, we can actually cross the ball into the box, and we have a dangerous enough person to combat or threaten and keep defenders and the opposition goalkeepers on their foot. Vini, I'll give Vini a 6/10. He should have converted he had two chances that he should have converted. The first one, he was quite brilliant. I'm surprised that ball did not go in. Where he stopped the ball and the Victoria went down and was trying to chip it, and for some reason the Victoria's playing got to the ball one way or the other. But yeah, Vini should have scored, and Vini needs to learn to stop, to complain less in games, especially when you know your position. There are certain teams that I feel like if I were in Vinicius's shoes, apart from the monkey charts that we hear here and there, especially when the team bus is about to enter the stadium, Vinicius should know that if you're playing against an opposition like Mallorca and Getafe, you should expect to get physical. They will get very, very physical with you, and most calls will not go your way. And while it is in his right to complain and ask the ref for protection, like when you know how people are, when you know who people are, just go with it, go along with it. Just keep playing your game and don't allow them get into your head, because that's what we need Vinicius to learn to do, to stay focused in the game, because when he's focused in the game, he's the most dangerous person on the pitch. You know, he never tires. Which brings to mind Valverde, who was very brilliant yesterday. Very, very brilliant. I think it was my second man of the match, right? Second person I would give man of the match to, after Joselu, for converting those beautiful chances. He had a couple of other chances to score, but the Getafe defense were up to par with the Victoria as well. Made a lot of saves yesterday. We had chances to bury the game up, score like 4 or 5 against them. And yeah, I think the last time we scored 3 goals at the Colosseum was in 2015 or 2017, one of those 2 dates. Yeah, 2 goals from Ronaldo, 1 from Gareth Bale. That's been a while, but a win is a win. I'll take it any day, anytime, even if it was just 1-0. Even if it was just 1-0. Great game from everybody in the team. Even the substitutions. Camavinga came in and was controlling the game, except for one silly mistake he made that almost led to a goal, where there was a pass from the left side of the pitch. He was in the half space on the left side. There was a pass from the left side of the pitch, just a short pass, and he just tuned off and lost control of the ball. He was not even able to stop the ball. It was just a simple pass, and Getafe pounced, and that ball almost led to a goal. So apart from that, and the other one that Tchouaméni, the vertical pass Tchouaméni gave to him too close, where they won the ball away from him. Apart from those 2 things, he had a solid game and brought a lot of balance to the team, which allowed Fede Valverde to bump forward as much as possible. Brahim also came in. I don't know why Brahim did not fall. Brahim, you've been fouled. Stay on the ground. Let us get that penalty. And Joselu anyway, Joselu was out at the time, but that should have been a penalty, which is what makes it funny when Culés we say, oh, Real Madrid is always being favored. Mister, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Regardless of whether or not he stood up, that should have been called. That should have been called. That was a penalty. We deserved that. That should have been called. Anyway, Rodrigo also came in, had a couple of nice dribbles, but wasn't able to convert or create any clear-cut chances from his dribbles. But it was good for him to get some minutes. Arda Guler'lack is still not playing. We are going to have a global protest and call out Ancelotti. You need to play this guy. He needs game time. It's very, very important. See Barcelona. Lamine Yamal is playing. Fermin Lopez is playing. Kubasi is playing. Victor Roque is playing. We need Arda Guler'lack playing as well. Because if you're not going to play him in this game, I get that you want to be protective and you want to win this game. You want to win the league. And you don't want to gamble. But Arda Guler'lack is special enough to play a game like this. Give him minutes. It's very, very important. Give him minutes. It's very, very important because we need to discuss this. Arda Guler'lack not getting minutes is worrisome. Very, very. When is he going to play then? Because first off the bench. Okay, Toni Kroos did not play yesterday. First off the bench, Brahim, always. Brahim, and then you brought in Rodrigo. Rodrigo usually plays, but if Rodrigo was on the pitch and Joselu was not playing, first off the bench, Brahim, Joselu, then maybe Dani Ceballos or Modric, depending on who we are playing against and what the scoreline is. He's like the last person in the pecking order, and I get that. But while you're managing game time for a player the status of Modric, you should be playing Arda Guler'lack at all. Like, he should be getting 20 minutes at least. We need him to be consistent. We need him to find out game time. You need to put him on the pitch so he can build that confidence. The Turkish people will come for you, and I will be among those people. Ancelotti, the Turkish people will come for you. You need to play Arda Guler'lack. Don't make it look like he made a mistake picking Real Madrid over Barcelona. That guy is a special player, and you need to treat him as special as he is. And I get that, yes, this is Real Madrid and all of that, and he needs to learn to earn his place. But if you don't give him minutes, how is he going to do that? Please, sir, do the needful. Anyway, finally, my worries right now is the fact that Rudy might be injured. That's not good for us going into the game against Athletico Madrid on Sunday. We need Rudiger. Without him, I'm sorry to say that I'm not comfortable. I'm not confident in the pairing of Tchouaméni and Nacho. That's all I'll say for now. I'll see you guys again on Sunday. Don't forget, share this video with your fellow Madridistas. If you would like to have a conversation, if you like to share your Real Madrid story when you watch this, please reach out to me, leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe. See you next time. Ala Madrid.